Good morning, peoples. December the 18th. I'm going to make this a quick one. Guy I knew, I wasn't super close to him. I just met him through a mutual friend. Has passed away from cancer. Very interesting guy. He was a German engineer, expat living here in Thailand. And you know, the Germans are a different breed of cat, and what I mean by that, you know, they're very stoic. They're known for being very strict, and I don't want to say humorless, but they're not. You know, she calls me playful bear all the time because I'm a goofball, and most German people are not goofballs. You know what I mean? But anyway, super nice guy. I really enjoyed meeting him and talking to him. Interesting guy, smart guy. And of course now my regret is not spending more time with him, you know, just no excuse. Just wrapped up in my own world. But anyway, I'm gonna make this quick and then eat my oatmeal, so hopefully I don't get cancer. Oatmeal and fruit is what's on tap again this morning. Big old bowl of boring, plain, bland oatmeal. And then a bunch of papaya instead of raisins or blueberries like you'd normally have, because that's what I have here. Trying to keep the evil things that want to destroy my body at bay. Like I always say, guys, do what you can do. Because of his personality, being an engineer and being German, the natural healer who put me on the juices and the reason all my numbers went down and I got healthier, he refused to do what the guy told him to do. And you're like, okay, yeah, he didn't believe in that witchcraft or whatever. For a lot of people, it's a leap of faith to go with a natural healer. I understand that. So you would think he would go down to Chiang Mai and go to a cancer ward or a hospital, but instead, he didn't do, well, he did that I think once or twice, but he didn't do it consistently. Instead, he tried a bunch of German home remedies. So like he did natural healing, but he didn't do it according to the two doctors here, Mr. Dean, the guy I used, and Ms. Dang, who's a Thai natural healer. He went to both of them, but then wouldn't do what they told him to do, which is a little strange. Why bother going if you're not going to do it? And instead he did things like took extremely cold baths until he shivered. That was one of the cures that the German people said worked. He drank big bottles of flaxseed oil, which I know flaxseed oil is healthy. It's good for you. My ex-wife used to put it on her bagel in the morning instead of butter. It's healthy. Flaxseed oil is one of the healthiest, linseed oil, they call it in some places, is one of the healthiest oils out there, like avocado oil or whatever. It's better for you than the, you know, soybean oil or compressed oil, vegetable oil. But still, that as a cure for cancer, I'm not sure linseed oil or flaxseed oil is a cure. Black salt, like he was eating black salt and just weird, way weirder than, you know, Mr. Dean was like, eat fruits, nuts, take this juice, take that juice, whatever, like juice, to use vegetables and fruits to heal. Your body's sick, heal it with fruits and vegetables. Instead, he did this, you know, regime that was, you know, just as crazy as Mr. Dean stuff or more, because it wasn't natural fruits. It was this, well, flaxseed is, but anyway, it apparently didn't work. His cancer was, I know he had stomach cancer, and then at the end there he said he had lymphoma. So I guess that spreads it everywhere. So be smart, get help. Homeopathic remedies, like if that had been me, if I had gotten a lump in my stomach, the first thing I would have done was gone to Mr. Dean and tried what he said for at least a week. But if it didn't get immediately better, and I mean immediately, my ass would be down in Chiang Mai in a, you know, Western style clinic, ward, hospital, whatever, like I did in the States when I had cancer back in Christ, when was it, 2005? I had cancer, 42 years old. And I went to a cancer place and I had 2 rounds of chemo, and yeah, I lost my hair and everything sucked, but I'm here, you know, like I got treated for it. So, you know, don't fuck around, treat it. Now, as opposed to 2005, I would go to Mr. Dean first and try with juices, vegetables, raw fruits, based on what I know. In fact, I got a lump, lymph node. They're called lymphoma. Is what apparently what Asim died from. I had a lump right here, pretty big, like bigger than a dime, like the size of a ATM card, that just grew out of nowhere on my jaw underneath my skin. Probably 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I didn't even mention it, and I did what I said I would do if I got cancer. I went to Mr. Dean. I said, I have a lump. What do I do? He's like, carrot juice, spinach juice. I'm like, I'm doing that every day. So I just kept drinking. I had 2 tall glasses a day instead of 1. And within a week, that went away. And he explained to me that when you're detoxing, when you're drinking juices and eating fruits and oatmeal and shit that I'm doing, your body has to dump the toxins, and sometimes it will clump up in a lump. So by just continuing to flush my system and continuing to detox, it got rid of what it created, which was a waste dump, basically. And it was big, and it lasted a week. But I had the faith, and I kept drinking the stuff, and more of it, just upped my dose of juice, and it cleared it away. So when I say I would go to Mr. Dean, that's what I actually did when I had this growth, large growth. And yeah, at first I was alarmed. I freaked out. I was like, what the hell? But I drank the juice. Now, if it hadn't gone away in a week, my ass would have been down to Chiang Mai the next day saying, what's this? Fix it, cut it out, take care of it, treat it, do the Western thing with it. But now I give natural healing a chance first because of what I know and what's happened to me and what I've experienced. So the key is get treated, guys. Get treated. All right, so it's 6.5 minutes and I haven't read the book yet. I'll make this a separate video on Great White Buddha, and I'll do just a positive action plan. Whenever I go this long, I've learned just to cut it and not combine the two. So this will be a separate video, and then I'll make the Great Action Plan real quick, 1.5 minutes.